Ladies of Reddit, what's something a guy has done, intentional or not, that instantly made you think, wow, he's different in a good way? 1. We went to pick up our puppy, and while I was getting Pup settled in the back of the car, I looked back and see my guy bent down and thanking the mama dog, promising her we would take care of her baby. Been married over 15 years now. 2. When we were young, dating and still living with our respective parents, my car motor blew and I didn't have rides to work. He would drop his car off to me after he got out of work in the middle of the night while I was asleep and walk home, so I had a way to work in the morning. 3. In high school, one of my guy friends who liked me baked me a big plate of chocolate chip cookies and randomly gave it to me one day. I finished the whole plate during one class, and he was impressed and also a bit horrified. I thought it was super cute and unusual for a dude to bake someone cookies. How he baked me cookies is one thing I'll never forget. He and I have been together going on 16 years. 4. He broke up with me because he was moving out of state for a job and I just wasn't going to be able to follow him. He brought me flowers, snacks, dinner, cards, and I don't remember what else to soften the blow. When he came back to visit, I was struggling hard, as in I could barely afford to feed myself. When he stopped by to see me, he had arms full of groceries to stock my fridge and pantry for weeks. He also kept trying to give me cash, but I refused. After he left, I found money stuck under something on my counter, can't remember what. He passed away a few years later in a car accident. Chris, you were one of a kind. I'll never miss the opportunity to tell the world what a uniquely amazing human you were. 5. When my husband was my boyfriend, I noticed that he always acknowledged everyone in the room. For instance, whenever we were in a room with my entire family, he would approach absolutely everyone, my parents, cousins, grandparents, etc., and be able to establish a conversation and a relationship with them eventually. Even my relative's dog knew him to be the only one that could set aside some time just to pet him. At first, I thought that my boyfriend is just a social being, which I was appreciative of, seeing as how I personally have been always a socially inept, awkward individual, but eventually this gift of his reaped dividends too, as when a close cousin of mine, let's say, fell in with the bad sort of crowd and was in desperate need of help and support, the only person she felt comfortable reaching out to was my boyfriend, who was then able to pass word to the rest of the family, and also rescue her. 6. I went out with this guy I was newly dating, plus 3 other friends one time. We went to the food court to eat, and all of 5 of us had different food choices, so we went on our own to order. Unfortunately, my food took longer to make, and eventually I saw the 4 of them, including the guy I was dating, back on the table with all their food. Finally, when I got my food, I went to our table to see the 3 of my friends digging on their plates while his was untouched. I asked, "Is something wrong with your food? Why haven't you touched it?" He said, "I was waiting for you." I swear, I never forgot that moment. I'm now married to him.